All right, next up in our Fish in the Barrel series, we're going to talk about another email strategy. We already talked about email engagement. When someone first contacts you, we talked about why that's important to be sending multiple case stories, how to do that. The other place is to improve your follow-up is your long-term nurture. Even if someone is a current client, past client, missed client, your success stories are a great thing to send out to them. I mean, testimonials, if you send out testimonials like, here's so-and-so telling about how great I am. Here's so-and-so talking about how great I am. You know, it's like, hey, stop bothering me. But if you keep showing people's problems, you highlight that conflict, you highlight the connection. Here's another company just like yours that we helped. What is this going to do? Well, it's a great way, obviously, to follow up. It shows you're still working. It shows you're still succeeding. People will watch a story. And you never know when someone's going to be ready to buy. But also, if it's a past client, it makes it easier for them to refer to you, right? It keeps your YouTube engagement up if you're sending them to a YouTube video. So we're getting all those benefits we talked about before. Increased traffic to the YouTube channel, building a retargeting list, better chance of them subscribing, a better chance of them showing your other videos, better chance of them commenting, and better chance of them sharing, right? All through this, if it's a really, really good story. And that's the key, because you want to follow up with great stories. Another little added tip, another bonus tip is when you're getting these stories, if you have something that's a longer life cycle, right? And there's this buying decision, you want to tease out in those stories why it was important to do this right now. Like, for example, with video case stories, there's a lot of you watching this that are going to see the video case stories and go, I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that. We all know we need to be collecting our customer stories and using them. We all have excuses. Now, if you watch and you start to get video case stories and you see people just like you starting to have success and leapfrogging you and passing you, right, you're going to start to go, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. Plus, if in those videos, we overcome those excuses, right? It costs too much. It takes too much time. I'm not sure if I have people that will ask, oh, I just don't have time. And we really show you the value in the transformation. You're more likely to take action and call us and take the next step, because we are overcoming those. And we are overcoming those with stories. And that's where that conflict comes in, that connection, those moments, those emotions. So you can overcome objections with, and that's the best way, is with stories. So that's where long-term nurture comes in. It keeps you engaged, and it shows you that you're doing a great job, shows all the great jobs you're doing, the people you're helping, someone just like them, their story, their connection, their conflict, all that YouTube engagement, simply by regularly sending out the stories. Now, do you have to have a ton of stories? Well, I'd suggest having multiple, at least 3 or 4 stories, but you send out different versions, cold, warm, hot, of these versions, right? You send those out. I wouldn't send out too many hot versions, because, and hot being just about you, because no one really cares, right? No one wants to hear how great you are until they're about to raise signs outline. But cold and warm versions, different hooks. You could have a very similar video with a different hook, a different intro, a really strong quote, or you can send out a compilation version, and right now shorts are really hot. So maybe you send out a short, like, here's 30 seconds of someone talking about how they fixed this one problem. You can get very specific about one problem that you help solve. So there's multiple versions, but once again, I would probably send them all to YouTube. Unless you have a very specific social media platform that you're trying to get super engagement on, I think YouTube is the place to be. But regularly send these out. You can send this out 2 or 3 times a month if you have enough stories and enough versions of them, and keep that engagement up and close more business and get more referrals and improve your YouTube channel and get more traffic to your YouTube channel and get more business and get more referrals and get people coming pre-sold. That's the other thing too that I hear all the time. When I was just talking to someone today, people become pre-sold when they've watched all of your videos. So make sure that you are doing video and you are doing long-term nurture. It'll help your list. It'll help your engagement. It'll help keep you top of mind.